Patrick, a great place for the first ever Asian Nations Cup. Why did you pick Hainan?
Well, we were working with the Chinese government, went to Beijing a year ago to demonstrate match poker to them. They told us that they were organising in Hainan province in Sanya for poker to be played quite regularly. So we were invited to come and meet with them, and we agreed that we'd bring the Asian Cup here for the first time to Sanya.
And what a wonderful location the Grand Fortune Bay Hotel is. As you said last night, couldn't be a better place for the first Asian Nations Cup. And you also said that we're making history with what we're doing here over the next sort of 2 days.
Yes, because as you can see, being here in China, they have accepted poker as being a mind sport. We've now been invited to participate in the mind sport games that they host regularly in China. So it is history in the making, because China probably could be one of the most difficult, you would think, countries to accept it. But no, they're very positively behind it, and that really shows the way for many other countries.
We had the European Nations Cup in April. How does this differ from that?
It differs in that it shows that where Europe is a bit of a sort of strong bed for poker, it also shows that Asia, with Japan being here, we know there's a lot of interest in Korea, Malaysia and Philippines for future Asian events, that it shows that Asia is, just like Europe, a very, very strong place for poker and for poker to be played.
And what is the IFP trying to do in the near future?
I think what we're trying to do is to get across by having international competition, by having medals and trophies and awards similar to other sports, that poker is a sport, that the people can see that poker is a sport, and to try and get away from this perception it's just gaming and gambling, because it's not just gaming and gambling, it's about skill.
And your background is sports marketing, a very strong background in sports marketing. How does this differentiate from other sports?
I think the biggest challenge for poker is this image aspect. To try and get non-industry sponsors, like a Coca-Cola that I got involved with FIFA, to become involved in poker, we've got to change this perception that it's not just gaming and gambling, that governments like the Chinese government, the Indian government, other governments can see that it has a role to play, that it is a game of skill, that there is international competition. And as that perception starts being spread, then other companies will come and support us, and many more of these events.
I hope so. And we are pioneering a new technology here. What are the advantages and disadvantages of that?
I think the biggest advantage for us is obviously bringing it onto smartphones, because it's a duplicate system. To actually do shuffled decks and be in sort of other environments would be very difficult. Because it's now sophisticated on the smartphone, you have instant results, instant data, which people like to see. You can compare hands, you have the replayer. It's a very, very good way of presenting poker as a sport.
Well, I look forward to seeing what happens. If you had to choose a winning team at this stage, could you?
Possibly not. It would be very good, obviously, to see China win through, so that we do see China playing in the big international competitions.
We will see. I look forward to it. Thank you, Patrick.